This is KUGAN CASSIUS for from London. We're at the Sheffield Motorpoint Arena here for the press conference between KELL BROOK and VYACHESLAV Senchenko. With me, I've got promoter extraordinaire, male model, male gigolo, call him what you want, Dave Caldwell. What's going on?
I'm very good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to you about anything to do with your fighters or anything. We're going to talk about KELL BROOK.
To be honest.
Completely mugging you off. Dave, KELL BROOK, Senchenko, what are your thoughts on this fight?
Yeah, I think it's a great fight for Kell. Obviously, Senchenko is right up there, former world champion. You know, he's only had a loss on a cut. So you know, it's a good fight for him, and the fact that he come over and he beat Ricky in Ricky's hometown as well, it gives it a little bit more credibility. So it's a good fight, but it's a fight I think that Kell will look at absolutely $1 million in, to be honest.
From a fan point of view, obviously, you know, Eddie said that Kell would be facing a big name. Do you think this name's big enough for that part of it? I know you don't look at it that side of it, but
you've got to look at availability. You know, as a promoter, it's really hard when you're involved because you want to make big fights, but if the bigger name fighters aren't available, if they're all booked up or if they've got other plans, you know, it can be a little bit more difficult. But you know, he's a former legitimate world champion, you know, and he's beaten one of our massive heroes. So you know, in what's available, then is it good enough? Yeah, it is. Yeah, and people tend to think that Kell should be fighting the elite names now and everything. Well, it's come off a long layoff. You know, he needs somebody that's going to test him and give him a few rounds, and you know, he's not quite ready for your elite names yet. And for me, just under elite names, then you got to look at people like Senchenko, and so I think it's a good enough fight.
I'm going to ask you a straightforward set of questions, and I want straightforward answers. You ready? Look at you worried. Look at you worried. Right. Does KELL BROOK beat Senchenko? Yes or no?
Yes.
Does Amir Khan beat Devin Alexander? Yes or no?
Ooh. Yes.
Does KELL BROOK beat Devin Alexander?
It depends on
Yes or no, David?
no, because he's got to go out there and look. What my belief is that he's not ready for the elite yet because he hasn't had the tests yet throughout his career. So he needs the fights to build up.
He should have already fought Devin Alexander by now, just due to injury. So if he fought him now, does he win?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's one of them fights where I think I don't think Alexander's super special, but I think he's got the tools to beat Kell. I really do. And if Kell, say for instance, the Kell that fought Carson Jones first time round boxed Devin Alexander, he gets beat.
And does KELL BROOK beat Amir Khan?
Personally thinking. That's hard. It's another 50-50. I think Amir Khan could run round ring and outbox Kell, yeah. But do I think that Amir Khan can go 12 rounds without getting hit by Kell? No. And do I think that Kell can knock Amir Khan out? Yeah. So in a roundabout way.
All right, okay. You managed to swindle yourself out of this one.
They are hard yes or no questions because there's so many permutations about it. Boxing is not just about yes or no. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, hey Fury, you can make a case for both men to win. You know, it's not. If it was yes or no, then why bother watching it? I know he's going to win. I won't bother watching it. Do you know what I mean?
Well played, David. Anyway, listen, I'm going to talk to you tomorrow at your press conference. So I'm not going to talk to you about anything now because we're going to not have anything to talk about tomorrow. So this is KUGAN CASSIUS.
We're going to go get Nando's.
KUGAN CASSIUS, Dave Caldwell here. Thank you very much. Cheers.